This is the art of human beings being humans. And welcome back. This is Ronnie Protasio, and we are now in Module 1B. In this unit, we focus on the elements of art. Before we proceed, I'd like to go back to our engaging questions, just to see if we can already answer some. Let's review the questions. What is art? What does art do? What does art mean? What makes art beautiful? Who is the artist? You might have ideas and thoughts already about these questions. If you have some ideas, you can write them down now so you won't forget. If you cannot answer them yet, no pressure. You will have time to go back to these questions to answer them later. Meanwhile, let's move on with a short discussion on art. Art is a highly diverse range of human activities engaged in creating visual, auditory, or performed artifacts, artworks that expresses the author's imaginative or technical skill and are intended to be appreciated for their beauty or emotional power. So, my fellow human beings, it says here that art is an activity intended for humans. These activities involve creation of artworks like paintings, sculpture, architecture, music, dance, and theater. These are the different visual, auditory, and performed arts. These artworks express the imaginative and technical skills of the artist. So, being just imaginative doesn't make one an artist. You also need technical skills. For example, if you're a painter, what technical skills do you need to have? You need to know the different techniques in using the brush, or what type of brush do you use. Lastly, these artworks are intended to be appreciated not only for their beauty but also for their emotional power. So, we should be able to feel something when we observe art, because if you don't feel any emotion while looking at art, maybe it isn't art. The oldest documented forms of art are visual arts, which includes images or objects in fields like painting, sculpture, printmaking, photography, and other visual media. Architecture is often included as one of the visual arts. However, like the decorative art, it involves the creation of objects where the practical considerations of use are essential, in a way that they usually are not in another visual art like a painting. Before, architecture was included in the visual arts, but because of their different functions, it was taken as a separate art form. Visual art has a more decorative purpose, while architecture is more functional. Did you know that the first art created by man is visual art? Remember the paintings on the walls discovered in caves dating back ancient times? It is the way the prehistoric human preserved and communicated their culture and traditions and tell stories of how they lived day by day. Art may be characterized in terms of mimesis. Mimesis is a representation or imitation of the real world in art and literature. Most artists get their inspiration from the people, places, and events around them. Therefore, art is a representation of what the artist sees in reality, but definitely not a copy. Art is often examined through the interaction of the principles and elements of art. The elements include texture, form, space, shape, color, value, and line. To understand that better, you can pause this video and watch the short video entitled Elements of Art. Then, you can continue watching this video for more information and instructions about the elements of art. Welcome back, fellow human beings. So, the elements of art are the essentials that every artwork must possess, or else they may not be called art at all. All art must have, or at least focus on an element. Have you ever looked at an artwork and wondered how the artist decided to begin making it? All art, whether two-dimensional like a painting or three-dimensional like a sculpture, contains one or more of the 7 elements of art. These elements are line, shape, color, value, form, texture, and space. A line is created when you connect two dots together. Lines can be straight or curved, thick or thin, broken or jagged, and many more. If you connect lines together, we form shapes. Shapes can be geometric, like a square, a triangle, a rectangle, or a circle. Shapes can also be organic, like the shapes we see in nature, the shape of the clouds, the mountains, the trees, the leaves, the human figure. Color is the most expressive element. We are easily captivated by color. Colors express emotions and ideas. For example, red can mean love, blood, hate, or anger. Blue can express peace, calmness, the sky, the ocean. Yellow can express happiness, brightness, and joy. To make colors more meaningful, we need to put in value. Value is the lightness and darkness of color. Value makes objects look more real and three-dimensional. By applying value on shapes, we create form. Form is the three-dimensional view of a shape. A square can look like a cube. A circle can look like a sphere. A triangle can look like a pyramid. Texture is the tactile quality of surfaces. There are smooth surfaces, rough surfaces, wet surfaces, crystal-like surfaces, and this gives character to the artwork. Lastly, all artworks must have a space to put them. A painting needs a canvas. A sculpture needs a block of wood, metal, or ice. Music needs a music sheet where a musician puts or reads the notes. Dance and theater needs a stage. These are the various spaces in art. So, my fellow human beings, that's how important the elements of art are. The elements of art are the building blocks of making art. To understand the elements of art better, watch the instructional video that follow and make your own elements of art poster on Oslo paper. Follow the procedures in making your own elements of art poster. Take a picture of your poster and then take a selfie holding your artwork. Turn in the 2 JPEG files in our Edmodo assignment page. Be creative in showing the different elements of art. So now, let us apply what we have learned in the elements of art by analyzing this painting. Do you see the 7 elements of art in this painting? Do you see lines, color, shapes, texture, value, form, and space? What do you think the theme of the painting is about? Can we consider this art? Why? Or why not? What title would you give this work? Share your thoughts and tell us what you see. Write your observation and turn in your analysis in our Edmodo assignment page. This ends Module 1B. See you in Module 1C. If you find this video useful, please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Art of Human Beings Being Human, and hit that bell button for more videos. And remember, being humans, we become human beings through the arts. Mabuhay!